Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for coming today. At this time, please welcome your 2024 Girls State Track and Field Champions. Thank you, Paul. Thank you all for coming. We are here today to celebrate a group of young ladies and coaches that have really brought a great deal of pride to our school, our community. Just the support shown for our daughters and our coaches this week has been immense. I've heard numerous things from a lot of different people, just not only on the quality of athletes that they are, but also the quality of people that they are. Equally impressive was the boys' effort, doing all that they could to support that. So just to those boys' teams and those people here for the boys' team, congratulations on a season well done as well. Thank you. As you look at this Brandon Valley Lynx team, you see passion for the thing that they love to do, the sport of track. Mr. Paula would probably say they bring the juice every day. With their hard work, their intensity, and their hours and hours and hours of practice over time for their events. It wasn't just something they started back in March. It's been something they've been working on their entire lives for many of them. Their intensity for their performances and the caring for each other. There is a genuine love of each other on this team. A lot of times you watch them when they're running, they almost take more excitement for a PR for one of their teammates than they do for a PR for themselves. So just that truly exemplifies the team aspect that they have. Phil Jackson, a former head basketball coach of the Chicago Bulls and the Lakers, once said, "The strength of a team is each individual member. The strength of each member is the team." And when you think about that, no sport embodies this more than track and field. They each are individuals, but at the same time, part of a bigger thing, the team. None of this could be better exemplified than if you stuck around long enough yesterday to watch the final event of the day, when we have 3 girls still competing. And if you looked around, there was the whole entire Brandon Valley track team, both boys and girls there supporting our girls. There was no other school doing that same thing there. That truly exemplifies the team aspect of what this sport is about. And I thank our coaches for truly getting that piece of camaraderie and passion for each other in place. Seniors, quick message to you. There's only 3 of them here. There's more on the team, but only 3 of them are at the state meet. You are leaving back behind you a legacy that is probably going to be unparalleled. You started as freshmen, being the 2021 state championship track team. Many of your names are engraved on one of these trophies right here at that year. And then you finished your career as state champions as well. Now, you must have slacked off in the middle. You were only state runner-up there for a couple years, so I don't know what you were doing then, but no, congratulations. This is quite a legacy for anybody that has things to follow, but you've also laid the foundation for the program to continue on, because I know you guys were mentored probably by the Lynx that came before you. So with that, to the coaching staff, to the team, congratulations on a great season. We deeply appreciate all that you've done, the sacrifices you made for your family, with your families, to do the thing that you love. We deeply appreciate what you do. Coaches, thank you. With this, I would I would like to turn it over to Paul. Paul's got a video. Dr. Larson was unable to be here today, but he does have a video message. So if you can turn your attention to the video board, Dr. Larson has a message for all the track coaches and team.
Hey Lynx, congratulations. Super proud of you. It's not really my style to single out one individual in these types of circumstances, but I'm just so compelled to. I remember years back when Miss Wincy was going through her injury and her rehab, and she came back at the end of a cross-country season just to help the team and propel them to a new level of excellence. And that single thing in and of itself, I think, has led us to a place where everyone is putting the team first, and it's just so incredible to see where she's come as an individual because of that selflessness. With all that being said, congratulations, so proud of you. Thank you, coaches, for all the time and effort that you put into our athletes, and we certainly appreciate your families for sacrificing for our kiddos. Congratulations, so proud of you.
Go Lynx!
And with that, I'll bring up Principal Schleckaway. He has a message for the team as well.
I didn't know that I shared my remarks on a Google Doc for you to steal, but exact same stuff, because I was at that triple jump area. That was really, really cool, those of us that were there. It was probably one of the cooler things, and I just kept hearing PR, and it was amazing, especially after running a relay, but really cool. A couple things. I want to thank the parents. I can't think, it's just agonizing on you guys to be in that crowd and watching your daughter run and give it their all. But what an amazing accomplishment through the whole weekend. I think pride probably had to be the thing. The whole Lynx crowd, boys and girls, it just had to be pride. On not one, yes, we achieved at a high level, but how we do it. We do it with, we're humble. We're not arrogant. We're there for each other. You guys supported each other the whole weekend. So, so cool. So parents, thank you. Coaches, the countless hours of strategy and talking. And sometimes people think track, you just run and there's a time. I want to thank all of you for your dedication. I always know when a bunch of cars are driving by my house, there's a session at Mr. Trout's house where you guys are strategizing. But the hours that these coaches put in and the commitment to our kids, let's give them a round of applause. Players, and you've heard me maybe say some of these things, but the journey, I really want you to take time to think about the journey that you were on. You know, and think back to when you were little, or maybe when your parents were giving you, hey, you're gonna get a workout in today. And whether you decided to get that workout in or not. When I'm driving to school and it's freezing out, but yet you guys are out for your runs. Simply amazing. But beyond that, think about the journey together. Think about all of those stories that you have from your track years, whether it's the training sessions, conversations with friends, conversations with coaches. It's the journey that truly is going to matter. 10, 20, 30 years down the road, you guys will all have this bond of putting a banner up in the corner and having Mr. Frecking decide what we're going to do because we're running out of space. But that's going to be there forever. Okay? And you guys will have this bond. But remember the great stories you have. The ones that maybe you can't tell us yet, but the ones with your coaches. And that's what's really important. The championship trophy is amazing and a great accomplishment. You guys deserved it, but you cherish those memories that you have with each other. Seniors, please stand. Thank you. As Mr. Frecking said, yeah, let's give him a round of applause. Thank you for the legacy. Thank you for being great role models to the underclassmen. I believe that this is just the beginning. Yes, we'll let you celebrate, but I believe this is just the beginning. And you guys have strengthened our foundation that allow us for the future successes. So thank you for all that you guys do. Lastly, I can't tell you, when I called Frecking yesterday because I had another commitment for part of the day, and I said, can I get in there? He goes, yes, get in here. Got in there, and then I'm running around with him. Thanks for letting us all be a part of that. Everybody that was in the Brandon crowd. You guys truly took us on an amazing run where going into the weekend, I'm asking everybody, where do we sit? How do we sit? And kind of depended on how I asked, but like, you guys didn't just win. You crushed them. And I don't think people understand how hard that is. That is because you guys are dedicated to each other. Thanks for letting us all come on the ride. Go Lynx.
With that, we're going to call up Coach Sturgeon for a few words about the season. Coach?
I'll try not to screw up, Coach, but thanks. Mr. Schleckway, you kind of stole a little bit of my speech there, too, even though we hadn't even talked about that. I was going to talk a little bit about the journey. They, like Coach, or Mr. Schleckway was saying, the stuff that they do, the time that they put in, the friendships that they build is all part of that team. And like he was saying also, too, that when somebody else PRs, or somebody else does something great, or even when something doesn't go great, they're there for each other. They're pumping each other up. They're just the epitome of what a true team is. So many people just filled roles on this team. Just like, I can bring up a few examples, like Maya, she stepped in for our 4x4 and got our team there. And she ran one of her best times of the year. And that's so huge to our effort on the team, you know. And other things along the way, a talk that I had yesterday, Lily, she came up after the 16. She probably wanted to run better in the 1600, and she came up, sat down by me, and she goes, am I still in the 4x4? And I'm like, yeah, sweetheart, you're one of my girls, you're there. I said, that we don't worry about that at all. And she went out and ran one of the best times of the year. Their competitiveness. We had the best time in the 4x2 going in, and some other teams ran faster than we did in prelims. They set that bar up there higher. And what did our girls do? They went out there and they went over the top of that. I had the people from the guys down at the award stand saying, hey, is that 4x2 time an all-time state record? You know, we kind of got used to that the last 2 weeks. And I said, no, because that is school record. I'm like, no, we already have the all-time state record. That is our school record, you know. And I said, yeah, that's great, but we already have that one. Things like that. And then the 4x4. And, hey, Mr. Marshall, how about that 4x4? No, I'm not going to say anything more. Everybody knows, and even like Alex Heinert even said it, Coach Putnam never lets me forget it, that nobody loves a 4x4 like Troy Sturgeon, and that's the truth. They saved that best event at the end for a reason. And Sioux Falls Christian went out there yesterday, and they set the bar super high, and to get that gold medal. And I know even the girls after prelims, when we were talking about splits and our overall time, they were like, ew, that's not the greatest. We didn't really said that, hey, trust the process. You know, we got to finals. We're going to have an okay lane. We won our heat. We're okay. And then we get out there, and that gun goes off, and they tore it up. And they almost got the all-time state record in that one, too, which is one of those records that is outstanding. And if you look at our record board, and Tony just updated it with Scotch tape or masking tape and his Sharpie out there. You look at that girls' side of the board, and any younger girls that want to get on that as a record holder, our top 10 is really tough too, but you want to be a record holder for our girls' team, the 4x4, all-time state record, Brandon Valley. 4x2, all-time state record. Medley, 4x8. You know, and then I even had somebody ask me, when are you going to get the 4x1? And I said, well, we'll work on it. You know, I think we did okay this year. But I've been talking a lot about the relays and other things like that. Some of the individual things that we went and happened. Jay, what an awesome high jump you had this weekend. 3 times in a row. And I think the best part of it was you won that and you ran over and you about knocked Coach Putnam over when you gave him a hug. That was super special to see that. You know, other little conversations we had. Kyra, at the beginning of the year, her quad, she pulled her quad and she was really frustrated through the year. And I kept telling her, trust the process. We're going to get there. The important meets are Howard Wood. The important meet is ESD. We're going to get to state and you're going to be that one there. And it worked out, didn't it? Right up there. Had such a great meet. You know, we had PRs in the pole vault. You know, Morgan Dathy goes out there, PRs in the pole vault. Morgan Becker places. I don't know if I've seen anybody more excited after they placed at the state meet than Morgan Dathy. Morgan Becker. She couldn't sit still. She's like bouncing around over there, jumping around, dancing. It was so cool to see that. You know, and then a couple of the other girls that I get to work with every day with the sprints and relays, Brooklyn Getzinger down there, some of our freshmen, and Adrina Schmidt, they came up and filled huge roles on our team this year. We needed some people to step up and fill some of those roles. And what was even more special is those older girls took them in, and they kind of showed them the way. And by the end of the year, it was such a great experience to see them fitting right in and getting them up on the award stands. And then you have those epic events when Mia ran down Libby in the medley. That was something. And I think I love the picture that I saw posted. One of the coaches said, you see a picture of Libby holding her head as she came across the finish line after you raced past her. You know, awesome things like that. You know, Shelby, she's our veteran freshman. She might be a freshman, but she's one of the most versatile athletes we've ever had. She's been on a 4x8 team that's won. She's been, right? You're on the 4x8 team. You've been on the mile relay team, 4x2 team. Now she's winning the hurdle races. You know, that flexibility is just, you don't see those kind of things around at all. And then you talk about our all-time state champion girls that run that medley team. Addison Skolton, Sarah, Mia, you know, Kyra, you know, Maddie P. They just, such a great group of kids that fit in there, did those things that needed to be done, you know, and I just couldn't be any more proud of them. And then this group of guys right here that gets them going, and I should say, and gals, okay, that gets them in the right positions to do the things they need to do and the success that they need to have. And they just don't do it because it's their job. They love each and every one of them, and they pour that into them. And I'm so proud that I get to be with them and work with them all the time. Chad is there. I know when our athletes, if our athletes get hurt, it was so comforting to have you and Zach there at the meet too. They could go there and they could be there with somebody that, you know, that they knew and they trusted. And it was so awesome to have Chad and Zach there this weekend as well. And having all of you guys there and the support was incredible. I had a lot of texts and a lot of congratulations from coaches and people from around the state last night. But one of the things that they kept bringing up was, like Mr. Sleckway was saying, when Maddie P anchors the mile relay, she wins that, she's excited, she takes off, and we all, that was over there on the track, we all take off, and we go over to that triple jump area, and we get the PR again, and Maddie sets her own school record again. Her track meet is over, but then our kids,
Hi. Okay. 6 years I've been running for Brandon Valley. Over those 6 years, I've met so many great people, and together as a team, we have accomplished so much. I cannot imagine a better way to end my high school career than a state championship title with this group of girls. In this past year alone, we have made history with 2 state records and many other accomplishments. I am so proud of my teammates and am so lucky to have gotten to run with them every day. Their dedication to the team and sport have been motivating and inspiring. I would like to thank all the coaches. We would not have accomplished half as much as we have without their guidance and expertise. Thank you for your leadership and for making the sport fun. Thank you to the boosters for all of your help. They do so much for our team, and we are so thankful for all you do. Lastly, I would like to thank parents, families, and all those who support us. Your support and encouragement have helped us to work harder, and we appreciate your belief in us. Recently, I have been asked what my favorite memory on the Brandon Valley track team is, and honestly, there are so many it's hard to pick. There have been so many great moments, like this year breaking the state record in the 4x8 and the medley, but I think more exciting than that is the races where there is little chance we succeed. Moments like the 4x8 at state 2 years ago, moments where everyone thinks the race is over. That's when we shine. I have 2 pieces of advice I would like to share with you. The first is that you must have faith in the Lord's plan and that His timing is always best. And the second is that the race is not over until it is over. Thank you.
I'm super happy to have ended the year on a positive note. Every athlete has worked super hard, and it is great to see the effort paid off. I will miss this team very much moving forward. Laughing and making jokes at practice and meets are core memories. Even after running a race that wasn't my best, my teammates never failed to cheer me up, and after some of my best races, they always congratulated me. I am so grateful for the memories and friends I have made in track. Not only that, the coaches have also made this team what it is. The encouragement and support is truly endless. Brandon Valley Track wouldn't be what it is without them. I am also very excited for the future of this team and their accomplishments.
I would like to thank all my teammates and coaches for being the best I could ask for this season and past seasons. I'm so grateful for all the memories I've made through Brandon Valley Track. I'm so happy I was fortunate to have the best, most talented teammates I could ask for that were there to push me every practice and race. I'm going to miss running with all of you next year, but most of all, I'm going to miss the laughs, bus rides, and talks with all of you next year. Again, I would like to thank all my coaches, teammates, and booster members for everything. Thank you.
With that, I just want to leave you, and seniors, you have carried on the torch that was passed to you by other seniors that have been here. So I just want to leave you with words from a former parent of our Brandon Valley track team. They had this to say when their daughter began their track career as a 7th grader, and then when they finished, it was, these ladies that are a part of this team are a wonderful young group of young women. The older members are such great mentors to the younger team members. They feel blessed to have their younger daughter, 7th grader at the time, be a part of a track team due to the leadership of the senior class. And I think that is something that has been carried over year after year after year with this program. So juniors, you have a big baton to handle next year to carry that on and to continue to pass that forward with everyone that is the future of the Lynx program. With that today, parents, thank you all for coming.